CEO again is our word for today because another day, another CEO that's being blasted again on social media. Now last time we covered a CEO named Andy Byron that was caught cheating on his wife with his head of HR at a Coldplay concert. So basically it's a story of one cheater and another cheater.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. Alright, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
But this story is about one kid and one asshole. Well, technically he's still a cheater but if you really stretched it, but the CEO this time came off a bit of a rude prick. So what happened there? So tennis star Kamil Majchrzak at the US Open was signing stuff for fans and a kid named Brock, yes like Brock from Pokemon, was handed a cap signed by the tennis star. Arguably the wettest dream imaginable for kids who are fans of athletes. And then boom, a stinky brown lightning from out of nowhere nicked the cap from the kid like a pickpocket from Italy. Then he had the freaking change of heart last second where he gave the kid back his marker but not the hat. Oh what a gentleman, what a saint. He gave back his marker after stealing an autographed hat, wow. But I gotta say, to be fair, that reaction speed is phenomenal. That was fast. Thievery faster than the speed of light. Like, he must have been practicing for this moment. The moment he steals a memento from an innocent kid. But unfortunately for him, there's one thing faster than his reaction speed. And that's him, making his reputation to be one of the biggest douchebags of the internet since 2011. I mean, who would forget this iconic clip on where a menopaused Karen decided to steal a ball from a little girl's hands is more important than her dignity and integrity.
Allen Houston, there's a foul ball for her. Oh.
Whoa. Wait, what was that adult lady doing to that little gal?
She took the ball. Juan Miranda tried to give it to the little gal, and she took it from her.
Took it right from her.
And that was last Friday.
Just beyond wrong.
Oh, bless her heart. We sent a ball down. One of our fine technicians there that works on our crew in Houston.
Beyond wrong is the improper words there, I think. I think they meant criminal. Like, that shit is so heinous and out of touch. Like, that's gotta be against the law, but you know, unfortunately it's not because Lady Macaroni here didn't get blasted like Piotr here. Because there are some cases of adult diaper clowns stealing balls from kids and fellow fans throughout the years.
For a little kid, right? Well, the little girl gets boxed out. And look at the face.
Oh, we're going to get Craig to get her a ball.
Look at this, Dan Bilesma trying to throw it to that kid up there in the red. Look at this. The gentleman grabs it right out and puts it in his pocket.
Fan here, off the glove of that woman, and this guy comes barreling over, pushes her aside and takes it away.
Every adult out there a lesson. Don't steal a foul ball from a kid. This is from the A's and Angels game last night, and this kid saw happiness snatched from his hand with the blink of an eye. Go buy a ball and give it to the kid. You're killing me. Luckily, another fan did give that kid a different ball. Good for him.
But nothing quite like the backlash that our CEO for today is getting. So back to the gender-bend modern version of that clip, and let's start on who this guy is. So his name is Piotr Szczerek, a millionaire Polish CEO of a Polish paving company called Drogbrook. And nobody really know his name until now because he kept a low profile. But now, he's internet infamous for his new name of the hat-slinging snatcher of CEOs. And that clip really just became the catalyst of his decline because he got mollywopped and his company got hammered down by negative reviews, bringing his company rating down to 1.4 stars. And even a similar named innocent company also got blasted because some people are actually stupid enough to not verify the company that they're attacking. I mean, there isn't this big of a meltdown since this Karen stole that ball from the kid, but arguably, this Karen, the one where she had the audacity to celebrate stealing a ball that the kid already caught, looks worse. Cause hot take, that lady is more deserving than the CEO. Cause this is just some nasty stuff. But the backlash on this is much more immense. Now after that, there is this viral post that has been circulating around. I believe it's just, rage bait on where he's just doubling down on his actions, where he said, "The recent incident at the tennis match has caused a disproportionate online uproar. It's about the famous hat, of course. Yes, I took it. Yes, I did it quickly, but as I've always said, life is first come, first serve. I understand that some people might not like it, but please let's not make a global scandal out of the hat. It's just a hat. If you were faster, you would have it. Regarding online hate, I remind you that insulting a public figure is subject to legal liability. All offensive comments, slander, and insinuations will be analyzed for the possibility of taking the matter to court." Yeah, that actually doesn't strike me as legitimate. I mean, it very well could have been legitimate, but it just doesn't make sense as for someone that has been keeping a low profile for years will just suddenly come out and say that insulting a public figure will be subjected to legal liabilities, acting like a supreme deity on where whoever dares to question them will be paved by his paving company, I guess. And also his wife's alleged unhinged statement where she said, "You poor people, you shouldn't really have access to the internet. You can't use this tool correctly. Unfortunately, Polish mental poverty together with straw and shoes gives the result that we all see. If we take into account the circumstances of this pseudo-scarred, this kid simply got a pro bono life lesson. Let him be happy. Greetings." Yeah, such unhinged statements there. Like very, very unprofessional, calling people poor, like saying the classic meme in the Philippines where the Facebook for old people should be a separate app because a lot of boomers in Facebook are just causing havoc everywhere. But for her, it's poor people. So it is very much leaning towards being extremely untrue, which it is, and we'll get into that later. And even the tweet of saying that his company lost 15% in stocks in just 24 hours, even though his company is private, and good job, a few people actually called it out. Good job, guys, for being critical thinkers. Didn't expect that. I was expecting the response was more of like, he sucks and he deserves it, which technically is the majority of the responses. But even though it's private, his company did take a massive hit from that PR nightmare. So all of that earlier was apparently fake, and here's the actual apology and statement from Piotr here, and it's posted at his Drogbrook official Facebook page where he officially said that, again, get ready because this shit is slightly longer than the previous one. In connection with the incident that occurred during Kamil Majchrzak's match at the US Open, I would like to unequivocally apologize to the young boy, his family, all the fans, and the player himself. I take full responsibility for my extremely poor judgment and hurtful actions. It was never my intent to steal away a prized memento from the young fan. I became caught up in the heat of the moment and the joy of the victory, and I believed Majchrzak was handing the hat to me and to give it to my sons, who had previously asked for autographs. Regardless of what I believed was happening, the actions I took hurt the young boy and disappointed the fans. Yeah, and that's where I called bullshit there, Piotr, because it really does look like he knew that he was about to hand the hat to Brock the kid there, and you found the opportunity to take it. Greed, baby, greed. Because if you really thought that it was for your kids, that hand speed wouldn't have been that fast. Because it really did seem like you nicked it last minute. Like that was fast AF, boy. And he was also grabbing your attention to have it back, but instead, you only gave back the pen. Yeah, sad. Now anyways, he continues, I have sent the hat back to the boy and extended my sincere apologies to his family. I hope, at least to a small extent, I was able to repair the harm I caused. Now that is an admirable resolution there, Piotr, but I think you would have mended the kid's heart more if you included like a free bag of cement or something with the hat. Since you're a paving company, you know, just a small gesture. Hey, I'm just saying. And after that, they stated that all of the statements that are circulating are false, which we mentioned earlier. For years, my wife and I have been involved in supporting children and young athletes, but this incident has shown me that a moment of inattention can undo years of work and support. It is a painful but necessary lesson in humility. Going forward, I will engage even more actively in initiatives that support children and youth, and I will take actions against violence and hate. I believe that only through actions I can rebuild the trust I've lost. Yeah, again, if you guys are helping kids, I mean, they very well could have been helping kids and all that, while, simultaneously stealing a hat from a kid is crazy. I mean, sure, he did gave the pen back to him. I mean, is that the helping kids part? I mean, I don't know, man, because that is not an action of someone who is helping a lot of kids, because that is petty as fuck. And he continues, once again, I apologize to everyone I let down. Please understand, for the sake of my family, I have decided to disable the ability to comment on this post. Sincerely, Piotr Szczerek. So that's a bit of a mouthful there, but that's the closure of the CEO. And again, we all know that he is doing this just to save face, because if he weren't into some shitter right now, he wouldn't have done this apology 100%, and his little devilish act would have gone unnoticed. But, you know, unfortunately for him, he got caught and it's gone viral. Now we have a very happy ending here, because Brock the Kid not only got sent the hat back, but he was also got tracked down by the tennis superstar Kamil, whose signature actually started all of this. And they spent some wholesome time together with him and his family and replaced the hat that got swiped by Piotr's swiper, the CEO there, because they forgot to chant Piotr no swiping earlier in the game. Which is actually surprising, because I thought superstars like him will just invite them to his crib and not the other way around, but he actually went to where they were. So really, hats off to him. Like, that's really commendable right there, a heart of gold, and I hope Mr. Kamil there won't change. So yeah, that's all there is to it actually. A bit of a wacky story here, another CEO that has been blasted again on social media, and as a thank you for pushing it this far, here's a kiss. Mwah. That's it, bye.